Hey guys, I got another video for you today, and this is going to be a quick look at another flashlight that I picked up while I was at SHOT Show. And what you can see here in front of you is the Preon Penlight from Foursevens. Now, I've been interested in checking out one of the Preon models from Foursevens just because I'm a big fan of the Streamlight models that are kind of similar to those. They make the Preon and then the Preon 2, which is the bigger and smaller version, just like Streamlight has the Micro Stream and the Stylus Pro. Now, unfortunately, when I went by the booth, they didn't have any available, but they did have the Penlights available. So I went ahead and picked one of those up just to check it out. Now, obviously, as you guys can see here, this is in a midnight blue color. They do come in several different colors, but blue is actually my favorite color, and I figured it was a good replacement for a black flashlight. You know, normally you do find that a lot of the flashlights out there are black in color, so I figured, you know, I'd pick up something a little bit different. Now, this is called the Preon Penlight, and mainly because it resembles a pen. I mean, if you were to have this in a pocket, it would definitely look a little bit more like a pen. It tapers down at the end right here like pens normally do, and, you know, just clipped in the pocket, it just looks like, you know, obviously besides the tail cap switch there, it just looks like a pen. But in regards to how this compares to the other flashlights that I mentioned from Streamlight, and I keep on going back to those just because I've used those for many years and a lot of people are very familiar with those, but, you know, just any other, you know, light in this form factor, there's no difference from calling this a pen light versus calling it a flashlight. I mean, it is what it is. Now, like I mentioned, this is the midnight blue color. It is a anodized aluminum body, which is, you know, it's very nice. It's very sturdy. Now, the color itself is a lot richer in real life. The camera's not really doing it too good of a justice, but the anodizing it's very nice on here. I've been using it for about a month now. I rotated into my EDC and I've been carrying it in my pocket for about a month, and you really can't see any wear at all on the actual flashlight. Now, the bezel is also aluminum down here, and the clip and the ring right here also aluminum, so you do get a sturdy feeling flashlight. Now, the main difference between this one and the other ones that I mentioned before is that this one does have 3 different modes. You get a low mode at 5 lumens, you get a medium mode at 50 lumens, and you get a high mode at 180 lumens. Now, this is powered by 2 AAA batteries. So out of those 2 AAA batteries, you're getting a lot of you know, lumens and a lot of performance out of them, which is really nice. They are readily accessible, so, you know, if they do die out, you can just swap them out pretty easily and you're good to go. Now, the one thing that I did find with this particular light versus let's say the Streamlight Stylus Pro is that in the high mode, you know, since it's pumping out 180 lumens, you do get a little bit of warmth, so it starts getting hot right down here. Right, you know, if I were to be using it for over a minute of the constant light coming out, so, you know, that's always something good to note. Again, that was my experience. I don't know if it has anything to do with the batteries that are in there or anything like that, but that's just what I found. Now, the way that you activate the modes is, which is a little bit of a drawback for me. I prefer the, you know, where you can lightly press it and the light will come on, so you don't have to click it on. With this particular one, it's a reverse click. You have to click for on, and then you can actually lightly tap and go through the different modes. So you get low, medium, high, and then back to low, medium, and high, and then click for off. Now, you can cycle through the modes by clicking it on and off, but, you know, once you have it on, then you can just cycle by lightly pressing it. Now, I normally don't use the different modes on the flashlight. You know, I always kind of go for the high mode on there. So again, you know, it is what it is. It brings the 3 modes, so obviously you have to go with what it has. But again, I would have preferred if it just had the 1 mode. But the good thing is that it makes it a little bit more versatile. You can use it for different things, and you know, if you don't need those 180 lumens, you want to preserve battery life, or you want to have the you know, the light not be as bright and you know, blinding, then you can just you know, ramp it down to the 5 lumens and you're good to go. Now, as always, by way of comparison, I like to roll in the light that I was talking about, which is the Streamlight Stylus Pro here. Okay, so this is it's actually one of the you know, I would say the lights that I've carried the most in my EDC. Again, it's very easy to carry, but as you guys can see, it doesn't taper down the way that the Preon Penlight does. You know, this it's kind of thicker out here and it tapers down, so it fits a lot nicer in a pocket. Or if you have one of those tactical polos where you have the pen pockets on the sleeves, this fits and they're really, really nice. But as far as size goes, they're basically the same size. same width there. I'll put one on top of the other so you guys can see the difference there. Now I find the clip on the Streamlight to be a little bit easier to get in and out just because of how it's shaped. But for the most part, I haven't had any issues with this clip. It's held really nicely. Now, normally if I'm wearing jeans, the way this will ride in my jeans is it's actually in my back left pocket. It's clipped on there and it's good to go. It hasn't fallen out and hasn't maybe started to come up or anything like that. So for the most part, it rides really nice. Now, they're both very lightweight, but again, you know, this is the overview on this one. But for the most part, if you're looking for something that's easy to carry, discreet, you know, you can get it in black. They have it in different colors. But, you know, if you want to go with, you know, a little bit different coloring on there, you know, I would suggest it to maybe do like the blue or find another color that you might like. But, you know, it blends really well into an EDC. Again, it doesn't attract a lot of attention. It doesn't overly look tactical or anything like that. And it's a great feel, great construction light. Again, this is the Preon Penlight from Foursevens, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.